It's not about the things you buy, it's about how you style them that makes a whole lot of difference. In today's world, when most of us tend to buy same or similar pieces thanks to fast fashion, do you ever feel like there are still some people who manage to stand out? They look way better irrespective of what they wear. I mean, how are they doing this? Well, these are the people who truly have figured out what their personal style really is. They have a much better understanding of their body type, and they know exactly how to pick the right kind of clothing that will flatter their body type. Now, style is something which is very, very personal. I feel like nobody should be telling you what to wear and how to wear it, as long as you're happy doing what you're doing. But if you are somebody who is trying to figure out your personal style at the moment, or you're looking to jazz things up a bit and you are a bit confused or overwhelmed, then I hope that you find today's video helpful, because I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks that I have learned over the years to try and improve my personal style. Now, these are some really easy to implement and very practical hacks, or I should say habits, that we can incorporate to dress better every single day. As usual, everything is going to be linked in the description box below. I do have a mix of some of the new in pieces in my wardrobe and some pieces that I already own, but I'm going to make sure that anything and everything that is still available is going to be linked in the description box below. So do make sure to check that out. Also, I'm going to try my best to find the closest alternative to some of the pieces that I own but they are not available, so that if you are looking to recreate some of the looks, then you find it easier to do so. Now, in the end, I do want to say that the idea behind these videos is to be able to learn a few tips and tricks and try and incorporate them into your day-to-day life using pieces that you already own in your existing wardrobe to improve your personal style. So with that, let's jump right into the video, and I hope you enjoy it. You know, there was a time when I would keep collecting statement pieces because I was so attracted to the bright colors and bold designs, but then I found it very, very difficult to style them because I was just not focusing on my basics. And there comes the 80-20 rule, which says 80% of your wardrobe should consist of versatile, timeless basics, while only 20% should be dedicated to bold statement pieces that reflect your personal style. Having said that, it is also very important to have a few statement pieces in your wardrobe to add some personality to your outfits and to instantly elevate your basics. It could be bold accessories, bright colors, unusual patterns, or trendy items that can add a pop of interest to your look. Choose whatever suits your personality and allows you to express yourself in the best possible way and to make your outfits unique. Since green is the color of the season, I added two statement tops to my wardrobe, first being this one-shoulder green top from Mango. One-shoulder tops with asymmetric hemline have been on trend for a while now, and I find them super stylish. I have a few such tops in my wardrobe, but they're all in neutral shades, so when I came across this bright green option, I definitely wanted to give this a try. I absolutely love the minimal design, and the fit is just perfect. Now, the second option is this embellished top from Marks and Spencer's. I know it's a bit too bright, but I do love experimenting with my style and pushing myself out of my comfort zone every once in a while. Plus, I saw this top in the store and I was really impressed with the quality. Now, sequined fabrics can end up looking very tacky if they are not constructed well, and even though this top is so bright, in person it still looks very elegant and sophisticated given the quality and overall construction. I styled both the tops with my off-white linen blend trousers for a balanced and stylish look. This is why it is important to choose your basics right. Always focus on quality versus quantity, and over time you're going to build a wardrobe that you're going to love. My next tip would be to mix some of your very feminine pieces, such as a camisole or an off-shoulder top, with pieces that are a bit masculine, such as a pair of slightly oversized tailored trousers, to create a balanced look. Now, this approach allows you to express different aspects of your personality, like elegance with edginess, reflecting a unique and personal style. You start with choosing the foundation of your outfit, which could be either your masculine or feminine pieces, and then you look look for the opposite. For example, my foundation piece here is this very feminine floral applique detailing top from Mango, and then I styled it with an oversized masculine pair of trousers. The feminine top with its delicate details add elegance and grace to the look. On the other hand, the masculine trousers with structured tailoring, clean lines, and a more relaxed fit provide a strong and grounded contrast. Another example is where I chose something very feminine for my bottom wear, this satin slip skirt, and then I chose a masculine, oversized, typical corporate style navy striped waistcoat. Now the idea is to combine soft feminine fabric like silk, lace, or chiffon with sturdier and more masculine material like denim, leather, or even wool. You can also style a skirt like this with a very boxy and oversized t-shirt. I chose this off-white t-shirt with very thick and structured fabric to complement the flowy satin fabric of the skirt. Together, they create a fine balance and make the outfit stand out. Once again, I stuck with neutral tones for these outfits because they work together better when mixing masculine and feminine pieces. I love incorporating masculine pieces into my wardrobe, and while we do have a lot of options available in women's sections, sometimes I do shop from men's section too. You can also borrow pieces such as oversized blazers, waistcoats, or even button-down shirts from your spouse, brother, or a friend to experiment first before buying your own. Another very easy but literally a no-fail formula. When in doubt, go monochrome or even tone-on-tone, which means wearing different shades of the same color. Because we are sticking to one color, it is easier to coordinate your outfit and you don't really have to worry about matching different colors or patterns, which simplifies the process of getting dressed. Also, wearing a single color from head to toe creates an uninterrupted vertical line, which can make you appear taller and leaner. Now, creating monochrome or tone-on-tone outfit seems very easy, but there are a few things we can keep in mind to create better and even more stylish outfits. Number one, the color palette. While you can use any color palette, monochrome and tone-on-tone outfits look particularly striking in neutral colors because they are timeless and they look way more sophisticated. And since you do not have to worry about mixing and matching colors, you can focus on playing with different textures, fabrics, and details within the same color family, adding depth and interest to your outfit. I'm incorporating some of my new purchases from H&M, first being this knit waistcoat with gold button detailing. Long waistcoats are a trend that are honestly going to be a timeless addition to any wardrobe, simply because of their elegant design and flattering silhouette. If you've been watching my previous videos, then I'm sure you know that I've added quite a few long waistcoats into my wardrobe, and I just love how they help instantly elevate any outfit. You can pair them with your trousers and skirts for a formal look, but they also look equally great with shorts or jeans. I also got this beige blazer from H&M a couple of months ago, and I really can't get over how soft this is and yet gives a very sturdy and structured look. If you are on a hunt for a good quality beige blazer, this is a great and affordable option because it is currently available at 50% discount for just around 1600 rupees. Just make sure to steam this blazer when you receive it before trying, because it was delivered to me completely crushed, and honestly I had my doubts initially, but when I steamed it, it looked exquisite, and I'm sure you can see it on the screen as well. Next is the third piece rule. It's a very simple yet powerful styling technique that can help elevate your outfit from basic to polished and put together in an instant. Now, the idea is that beyond your basic top and bottom, which basically count as the first and second piece of your outfit, you add a third item to complete the look. Now, the third piece adds an extra layer of style, making your outfit visually more interesting and refined. The third piece can be your layering pieces, such as blazers, jackets, waistcoats, cardigans, button-down shirts, statement jewelry, belts, scarf, hat, whatever suits your personality. Now, the idea is to pick something that you really love and something that feels like you. What I really love about this method is that you can style one basic outfit in like 100 different ways just with help of this third piece. Plus, this is something you can incorporate with great ease across different seasons. Like for cooler months, pajamas, you have blazers, jackets, coats, while for summer or transitional weather, you can use your linen shirts, your denim shirts, denim jackets, shrugs, or waistcoats to create multiple looks. The idea is to find something unique, something of good quality, and something that you're going to love and enjoy for years to come. You can also experiment and play around with your layering pieces. For example, you can add a fourth piece into the mix, like a statement necklace or a hat, or even stack bracelets or a combination of scarf and a belt. Over the years, I have been able to invest in some great layering pieces that help me style my basics with great ease. I'm going to link all of the items that I've used in this video that are still available. I'm also going to add some unique pieces that I'm really loving at the moment and that are on my wish list, so do make sure to check out the description box. One of my favorites and probably the easiest formula anyone can incorporate into their day-to-day lives, men or women, and that is to mix 50% casual and 50% formal clothing pieces into your outfit. Whenever I'm in doubt or not too sure about what to wear, I lean onto this formula, and it helps create a balanced, versatile look and blends the best of the both worlds because it is both stylish and comfortable at the same time. So the idea is to pair formal pieces like blazers or tailored trousers with more casual pieces like sneakers or t-shirts to create a look that is polished yet relaxed. As a result, you end up with a look that is stylish without being too stiff or uncomfortable. The reason why this is my favorite formula is because it is so easy to implement. Every wardrobe has a good mix of formal and casual pieces, so you can play around a bit to create multiple combinations. Plus, if you do it well, it can also be very versatile. You can use this formula to come up with stylish outfits for work, social events, vacations, or even night outs. But there are a few things we need to keep in mind. Number one, remember, balance is the key. Your goal has to be to create an even mix of casual and formal elements. If one aspect dominates too much, the look might end up being either too formal or too casual. It is also important to keep things very minimal and to avoid over-accessorizing. Keep the mix of casual and formal elements in mind while accessorizing to still maintain the 50-50 balance. For example, here I chose a pair of transparent heels with rhinestone detailing, which adds to the formal element, while the cap is more casual. I'd finished the look with my watch and a pair of sunglasses, and there you go. And last but not the least, make sure that your casual pieces still have a polished look. Invest in high quality basics and avoid something that is too bright or funky for this kind of a look. So how was the video, guys? I truly hope that you found it informative. Let me know which tip resonated the most with you. Also, if you have any other tips or tricks that you have been following and it has worked really well for you, would you mind sharing that in the comment section below? Because I feel we can all learn from each other. Last but not the least, if you are enjoying my content here and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, would you mind subscribing to the channel as well? Because that is going to help this channel reach out to more like-minded people, and I would love to have you all as part of this YouTube family. With that, I hope that you guys are enjoying your weekend. Be well, be safe, take care of yourself, and I'm going to be seeing you guys very soon with another fun video. In the meantime, take care and bye.